This is Texas Tiger Diggs, and probably not going to be generating much of a video this weekend. It is raining out here. I'm not sure you can see it. You can probably see the fact that it's not the normal bright sunshiny Texas day. But there are no complaints here. You know, it was just gruesomely hot, and the ground was gruesomely dry. So I've gotten some deep signals with both the F19 and with the DAS in the last few days. I haven't been able to dig them because of the conditions of the ground. Not only is it sometimes concrete hard, it is also an issue that if you dig in that type of situation, you're going to leave a lot of visible damage, because basically you're digging in a sand pile. So you're going to turn over the soil. It's not holding together enough for any type of reconstruction. The plugs are just, falling apart. I can get away with 2, 4, 5 inches, maybe, 6 if I push it, and still be able to hide the fact I've been there to one degree or another. But this is really a great relief. Not only, and we are in the third stage drought situations again, so a little help with the reservoirs wouldn't hurt. Hey guys, this is my last little review of the F19, and from now on it's just going to become just a common member of my detecting armada. And it's a 5x10 and a 12x8.5 coil, so there's just that difference in size. It's just that's and that was the most important issue in the purchase. I wanted to cover more territory, but I still like keeping the elliptical. Let me get it the correct direction. But I like keeping the elliptical shape. That doesn't mean I wouldn't get a one of those crop circle type coils sometime in the future for it. But with this coil, I haven't noticed. Actually, there is almost no difference in weight between these two. This Fisher is a very good coil, but it's solid. So it's a solid constructed coil, and of course this is a it's just a little matrix coil like most of the coils we get. So I'm trying to see. I honestly think the Fisher coil is heavier. Now, stability, great. I didn't get much falsing with either. I may have gotten a tiny bit more with the nail, but there was in one situation that when I ground balanced it went away. So I'm not saying that this is probably not the most stable coil, because it is built for mineralized soil, and it's built for gold hunting. So that's the reason it's probably so firmly. So it's solid, constructed, and for that, I don't think you can beat it. This coil is great for what I need. I'm in parks and at moderately mineralized ground. I think I'm ground balancing in the 50, 60 range most of the time, using the Fisher scale. So it's like I'm medium in every sense of the word. I have teetered over into the 80s in some special different kinds of soil, which I think might be imported or field dirt. So I like that. And this is what's really good for my parks. This I'm keeping. I love it. I know, who knows, I might get a chance to do some gold prospecting when I get a chance to travel. And like I said, this is perfect. If I ever get into a top lot and find anything worth anything other than the 35 to 40 cents I've gotten in the 2 Chuck E. Cheese tokens, then this will probably be the reason, because I can get close to the equipment with this without it going nuts, because it's just basically a very, very focused coil. So that's all. I'm just trying to say that I've made some good finds with this. I made some finds this week, but not many, because I went out Saturday. I actually did a review on Friday. I went out Saturday just going to give it normal use, and it's been raining almost ever since then, and that's great because the ground was horrible. I got a few 8-inch deep signals with this. Now, that's not to say they were 8 inches, but I didn't even try to dig them because the ground was so pebbled and so dusty that I would damage the surface so much it'd be obvious that the metal detectors had been there, and I don't want to screw it up for myself or for anybody else to follow. So that's about all I got to say. Now, at the beginning of this, I actually was going to make a comparative air test between the two. I don't know if an air test, I think I mentioned this more, can be an absolute measure of depth because soil is different than air. And I think quite often you might get deeper in soil or less deep in soil according to the environment around you. So I did not do that. I couldn't do it today to do a absolute measure, which I don't believe in. I couldn't do a comparative because the EMI is just crazy in here. I have never seen it this bad. Of course, I never attempted to do any EMI readings with the atmospheric conditions we've got, the dampness in the air, the rain outside, etc. So, but that's all I wanted to really give you. I guess since there's not going to be a weekend hunt, I will go ahead and give you the roundup for this week. I was going to hold it back and then compile it, but you're going to see what I got today anyway, because I separate it by days. So let me put these coils to the side. And this is basically what I found today. Found yesterday, before the rain hit. I was out in some pretty pounded parks, and I got a dime, and I think most of these are copper. I don't feel a rusty zinc among them. I haven't actually, maybe one. So that was not spectacular at all. I did find this, which was a metal detector assisted find. It was on the surface, but it was beneath some stuff. So it's just a old style cigarette lighter. Never smoked it myself, but it's just interesting. And of course, I found the normal things, just the washers and anything circular. Of course, drives every detector mad. The broken key. Now, all of these, I had dreams of at least some silver or at least some clad in my mind. But they were just circular pieces. And of course, these hair pieces, if for some unknown reason, will drive a detector to distraction. Boy, you get great signals off of these. And then this is just a small sample of the pool tabs and square tabs I dug. I imagine I dug about 20 or 30, even in a short period of time I actually was able to detect this weekend. So I'm not going to be doing any more detecting this weekend. I'm going to be saving it all for next week. With the rain out there, it does not make any sense for me to go back out and detect, because if I dig, I will damage the soil now, because it'll be so wet it will grab my digger. So it's one bad thing, one extreme or the other. So next weekend I'm going to go out. I'm going to hit the new parks I've been telling you about, and I'm going to go back to my normal detecting. And with the soil in much better condition, I will be able to do plugs, and I might be able to get a little depth on a few digs, and we'll be able to see what we can come up with then. Anyway, this is Texas Tiger Digs, and I'm going to be back with you in the beginning of the week. This is my Sunday, and it may have stopped raining, but like I say, you still get that residue of very, 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 very sticky soil, and I'm not going to go out there and damage the parks and damage my ability or anybody else's ability to detect. So I will see you next time, and I'm sorry this is not sort of an anticlimactic weekend, but things will be better. I'll keep swinging. I'll keep hitting those ball fields, keep hitting those athletic areas, and there'll be more gold in my future. I know there's got to be.